Andrew Schulz.
Yes.
Welcome to Vlad TV.
Thanks for having me, man.
First time.
First time.
All right, so how did you first get into comedy?
I was going to school in California at University of California at Santa Barbara.
Okay.
You know UCSB, you ever?
Yeah, I went to UC Berkeley.
Oh, you went to Berkeley?
Yeah.
Bragging.
A little bit.
I didn't even bother applying to Berkeley.
Right.
I applied to UCLA.
You know, I actually got into UC Santa Barbara, and I went to the campus, and I said, I'm not going to study.
Yeah, I didn't
it's a
study at
beach.
all.
Like,
no,
you know?
It's insane, dude.
Yeah.
It looks over the beach. The water's there. It's great. The girls are crazy. I got into Santa Cruz.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, of course.
Go
are you from the West?
Yeah, I'm from the Bay.
Okay, so you did one application. You check them all off.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So I got into Santa Cruz, and the girls were gross. And my dad and I looked at the school. The school was beautiful, but all the girls had like foot hair and shit like that, and it was like super hippied out. And I was
Go banana slugs.
Yeah, banana. I mean, it was cool. Okay, it was beautiful. The trees and shit. It was nice, but I come from New York. I don't have trees. I don't need trees. So I went to UC Santa Barbara. Went to UCLA. UCLA didn't, they said no to me. And UC Santa Barbara was cool. So my dad and I were like, all right, fuck it, let's go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to UC Santa Barbara. I'm managing a restaurant out there, and they just happen to have a comedy night. So the people that ran the comedy night saw that I was interested, and I was really into the show. I didn't really think I would ever try it, but I loved stand-up my whole life, and they were like, hey, you want to give it a go? And I was like, all right, yeah, fuck it, I'll try it out. And boom, I tried it out. It was cool.
Okay, and where'd it go from there?
I did okay my first time. Second time, I bombed so bad. It was like uncomfortable bad. Like I should have a fear of public speaking for the rest of my life bad. Like real bad. Like I remember when I was on stage, I was doing so bad that like I couldn't hear anything. There was a bar in the back. I remember I was just looking for connection to anybody, and I locked eyes with the bartender, and the bartender looked at me and then just looked down and started cleaning glasses. Like he just didn't want any part of what was happening. So it was just horrible. And then, but I kept at it, I'm competitive, I guess you could say, so I just kept doing it. And then I came back to New York like a month later, because that was my super senior year. And yeah, I just kind of hit the ground running. I started working at some clubs here, like handing out tickets on the street. Hey, you want to come to a comedy show?
Oh, so you would actually promote your own shows?
Not even my show. Like the hustle back then was you hand out tickets in the street or try to sell tickets in the street, and if you get some people in, you could get on stage.
You had to hustle. Oh, wow. So they made you earn your spot.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
okay.
So I got, you get like 5 minutes or 6 minutes, and I was so appreciative just to get that time. And then I just did that for a while, and eventually got, reasonably funny to where I could kind of get on stage. And I started running my own shows, basically asking people to come into my own show instead of doing it for someone else. Mm-hmm. And just trying to get funny. I just wanted to get funny. I never really tried to be on TV or anything like that, just because I want to be funny first. I want to be undeniably funny, And it was cool, man. I got to see all these great comics go up, and it was a cool experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever bomb in New York?
Oh yeah, I got punched in the face on stage.
You got punched in the face on stage.
Tell
me about this situation.
Candles thrown at me. First time I ever did a quote unquote hood room. So there's a bunch of scenes in New York. There's like the alt scene in Brooklyn. Alt is like kind of like nerdy white kids and shit. And then there's the club scene, which are the comedy clubs, Comedy Cellar, Comic Strip, stand-up New York, these clubs. Mm-hmm. And then there's the hood room, or the Chitlin Circuit, some people call it. And that's basically a bunch of shows that are in bars or rooms and that kind of stuff. And it's mainly Black and Latino comics. They're self-promoted. And yeah, and I just wanted to get up and go on stage. I didn't give a fuck. I mean, I grew up here, so it wasn't like foreign for me to go, be around minorities. It wasn't like a weird thing. So I was like, yeah, I'll go up. I was on stage, I was talking to some guy in the crowd, and I just wasn't funny yet, but I was trying to kind of do some crowd work. And I don't even remember what I said to him, but he didn't really like it, and he kind of felt embarrassed in front of his people. You're walking into their home, essentially, the people who go to that show every week. And he came up to me.
So he walked up to the stage.
There wasn't a stage. You perform in front of like the bus station. There's no stage. You're at a bar.
Wait, okay.
Bro, you're at a bar. There's no stage. You know what I mean? It's like there's a basketball game going on TVs behind you. It's like doing comedy in Vietnam. It's a crazy experience, right?
Okay.
So you're just up there. It's the worst experience possible. So you're just up there, you're trying to tell your jokes. Somebody does a great dunk and people are like, yeah, you know, you think it's your laughs, but it's really, you know, this highlight reel shit. So basically he walks up and he walks real close to me and I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm not even thinking anything's gonna happen. I'm just standing there. And he just swings, boom, punches me in the face. Before I could do anything, some dudes grabbed him, some dudes grabbed me. They took him, they threw him out of the bar, right? And I remember the promoter took the microphone and then he handed it back to me. He's like, all right, man, keep doing your thing. I was like, what? What you mean? Keep doing my thing. So after I got punched in the face, I'm just still standing in front of this bus station, you know, just trying to make people laugh, doing my jokes. You can't really recover from a punch in the face, you know? So that was my first experience. But I went back there that next week.
Oh, you went back to the same
Had
bar?
Had to.
Were you thinking that you might run into the same guy?
Nah, not to fight him or anything like that, but it was more like I don't want to be a pussy. Like I don't want to be somebody who's like bullied and like I'm scared to go back up and that kind of stuff like that. So to be honest, that's the best experience I've ever had in stand-up because what could happen is worse than that. You know, like people are afraid of bombing. I'm afraid of getting punched in the face by some crazy Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I guess you get stabbed or shot on stage.
I guess that would be the craziest, right? But like, I mean, if I lived through that, nothing's gonna scare me. So I went through, I mean, so many. I had a chick throw a lit candle at me. She didn't even blow out the candle. That's what it was.
She had a lit candle and she threw it at you.
Bro, she was so angry, she didn't even, and then throw it. She just grabbed it and fucking tossed it. A beer bottle, crazy shit.
One there. One on my back there. You see it?
Okay.
One there, one under there, a few.
Oh, so you got stabbed all over your body?
Yeah.
There ain't no lose or gain from that, you know what I mean? So, I don't see no reason to lie.
Yeah.
Punch a little Quentin in his mouth. He seemed like a nice guy, man.